All right, so let's talk about James Gunn for a second. So James Gunn, the man of confusion. That's the title of this video. James Gunn, the man of confusion. This man single-handedly has united the Snyder fans with the DC new fans of what the fuck. So this week, the announcement came out that Wonder Woman 3 is still in production with James Gunn and Peter Safran on board. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, and I'll be very real. I'm gonna be very honest with you, and I keep it real. If you're new to the channel because you like how I get into James Gunn, you about to like this video because I'm about to get into James Gunn. I also like to subscribe to this video as always. Peace. You know what I'm about to do. So let's get into it. I don't hate James Gunn. I really don't. I think the problem I have with James Gunn is the lies, the manipulation, the lies he's saying. And again, maybe studio told him to say that, and that has happened before. Studio has said, look, you can't say this, you can't say that. Okay, cool. Then don't say anything. Don't repeat anything. Just stop putting your foot in your goddamn mouth because we will remember this. You said this was a reboot or a soft reboot. Cool. So we're thinking, all right, so just the main character, all the main big players are going to be rebooted. Just they'll keep Amanda Waller and they'll keep Peacemaker. Months go by. This is earlier this year. Months go by, and months go by, and things are changing. Where they're like, "Well, if you're gonna reboot, you should reboot the whole universe." He's like, "Yeah, I'm rebooting the whole universe." So he kind of went back on the soft reboot. So like, okay, cool, whatever. Then we get to Flash because he promoted Flash, saying the best film ever. So I'm thinking, okay, cool. The Flash is gonna do some type of crisis, and that's gonna lead to whatever. And then he's announced he's doing Superman Legacy. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. We'll see where this goes. Then the Flash come out, bombs. There's no after credit scenes to set up no crisis or no way for him to incorporate the characters he want to keep into the new world he wants to. So I'm thinking like, I hope to God this man ain't really going to try to put these characters in there and tell us this is a new universe when the Peacemaker is set in the DCEU and the fucking Waller show is set in the DCEU. Viola Davis. I hope he's not doing that. So I said, whatever, it is what it is. Then he announced every known damn Justice League International character known to man in that goddamn just Superman Legacy. Like, hold the fuck, wait a minute. This is supposed to be a Superman film. Why I see Superman and Friends? Why I feel like this is a Superman International than a Superman Legacy? Oh, well, we want to show the second part of Superman's life as being a hero and the first part of him being Clark Kent at the Daily Planet. I'm like, look, okay, first of all, listen to the fans. The fans kept telling you, we just want a proper Superman film because we never got a sequel to the Man of Steel that fans asked for since, 2014. Oh, we just want to do both. Okay, whatever. I still believe the Flash bombing is why they had to add every goddamn character because I believe DC's about to rush this shit. Warner Bros. About to rush this shit again. But okay, I kept my mouth closed. It is what it is. Keep going. Then weeks pass. The writers strike, riot guild, whatever that goes on. Then Wonder Woman interview comes out this past weekend, and this is promoting her movie because she can't do promotion right now because of the writer guild and all that shit. And she said, yeah, I talked to James Gunn and Peter Safran, and we're doing Wonder Woman 3. What the fuck? So you tell me this. You got rid of Henry Cavill because he was too old, so you get a new Superman. So okay, fine. I think it's bullshit, but okay. You get rid of Ben Affleck, or Ben Affleck left because he's too old. Okay. You want to kind of keep it. You don't want to keep Batman too old, but you want him to stay around the same age, because you got Damian coming in. Okay. That's fine because those two were being recast. So in my mind, like, we got to recast everybody else. How the fuck are you going to keep Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, and you got rid of Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck? This shit doesn't make sense now. What are you doing? It is confusion. It's ridiculous. It's confusion. It's ludicrous. It's acidine. It's dumbfound. It's everything known to man. This man here has single-handedly confused the fandom. He has confused us to the point where we don't know what to believe anymore. But I know what I am going to believe. I ain't going to support no legacy. I ain't going to support no monsters. I ain't going to support no fucking gods. Fuck that shit. Until you give me a map, until you tell me what the fuck is going on, I'm not supporting you. What sense does this make in you doing all this and you doing this Superman legacy? What sense? And it's like, well, maybe it's an Elseworld. No, motherfucker. No more Elseworlds. Unless it's an animated version. And he said, well, you know, we're going to continue this, the Zack Snyder universe in an animated film. Cool. That's what I've been saying for years. But that didn't come out. The thing is, James want to keep his friends and use them instead of hire somebody else. Let me tell you something. That's why you don't get directors to run anything. No CEOs, no anything. Because they don't have the mindset as looking at this as a business. Kevin Feige was an overseer, and he became that. James Gunn is directing and writing and CEO, and he's doing too much. He needs to be an overseer. He needs to be like, okay, I like the script, but let's pause this a little bit. Let's add this, and then let's run with it. Okay. Do I think James Gunn can do a good Superman? No. Do I think James Gunn can do a good Justice League International with these other characters that he can play with and not follow? Yes. James Gunn is good for odd characters. Superman is but odd. All right? And I don't think his writing is going to work with it. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. James Gunn has done more to confuse the fandom than Walter Hanaba and Ann Snyder of them trying to tell us that we're doing a multiverse. They told us, oh yeah, we're doing multiverses. Because that was the hot thing at the time. And we were like, multiverse? The fuck? How is this a multiverse? Because they didn't want to touch Justice League. Then when the Zack Snyder Justice League came out, they were pissed because the reception was positive. And that wasn't a Walter Hanaba decision, and that sure as hell was an Ann Snyder decision. That was the previous guy who said, well, we got this film here. Let's put this on the Max and see if they go to it. And it did. People went to HBO Max. When people say, oh, the Justice League Snyder cut didn't do shit for him. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It brought numbers up for HBO Max. It's crashed their website. It didn't do nothing. What the fuck is wrong with these people? It did do something. If it crashes your website, you got so much traffic. And that's what people forgot. Remember all those headlines and stuff that crashed? Justice League, Zack Snyder did that. Wonder Woman 1984 didn't do that shit. But the narrative was every other film that came out on HBO Max did better than Justice League, Zack Snyder. Mind you, that they were doing the movie and HBO premiere at the same time, or movie and movie releases and HBO Max premiere at the same time. Mind you, that those fans of Zack Snyder actually told people to get HBO Max and got some good quality content. Mind you, that by the time Wonder Woman 1984 came out, what was it? Did Zack Snyder come out in 2021 or 2020? I think it came out 2021. No, hold on. When did Wonder Woman come out? I think she came out. Hold on. Because the Godzilla one came out. Let me see. Wonder Woman, bitch. So it came out in I was about to say 1984. It came out in 2020. And the other one came out in 2021. And people are like, well, the reason that Wonder Woman did better. Yeah, Wonder Woman did better because everybody was at home during the holidays. When Justice League came out, it was in March. They were trying to find every excuse to undermine that film because they know they fucked up. They know they made a mistake. They know they lost money. And they can't tell the shareholders they fucked up because they're trying to throw Zack Snyder under the bus. That's the old regime, not the new regime, which is Ann Snyder and Walter Hanaba. But you get my point. I don't want to go too long with this video. I'm going to wrap it up and make it very short. James Gunn. Let's go back to James Gunn. James Gunn. The man of confusion. James Gunn, the man that confused everybody. It is apparent to me that he needs to stop talking. It's apparent to me that he needs to have a goal and a plan to figure out what he's going to do next. He needs to, first of all, he needs to make sure this wave that he's, whatever happens, happens. Okay? It's going to be, I tell you right now, I would not want to be him. I would not want to be him. Because James Gunn is at the point now that anything he does will be criticized. They already criticized him for catching his wife. Now they criticize him for playing favorites. Because rumor came out that he didn't like Henry Cavill, that's why he cast him. But that was kind of brushed under the rug and we moved on. Now you got Gal Gadot. Those rumors are true. Which I do that anyway. James Gunn, I like him. I think he's a good filmmaker at times and a good writer. But this is a point where he needs to put his ego aside and sit down and realize, okay, it's time. Maybe I need to do something else. Don't get it twisted. I still think he should do something, Superman Legacy, but the film is not in production. You already got your cast ready. I would try to change that title to a Justice League Crisis immediately. Because right now, what the fuck you about to do? You're about to start a shitstorm that you can't put out. If Superman Legacy bombs, that's it. There's no other film that can come behind it to save it. I think he should do a Justice League Crisis. I think if he does a Justice League Crisis to make sure the Snyder fans go away happy, to make sure the new fans come in happy, and reset the universe the way he wants to, it will make things a whole lot easier. It will give him less gray hair. It will make things more better for him. Because right now, I can tell you right now, this ain't looking good for him. This is looking very bad. He looks like he's just playing favorites, and we all know how that goes. So, as always, guys, I want to talk to you. Like and subscribe. Peace. Have a Johnson day. I don't want to go too long with this video. I just want to talk to you about James Gunn, the man that confused everybody. All right.